It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's all up next.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against it. Now it's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
On second down, here's the option. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, Williams. And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Mahomes. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're looking sharp out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go. Get him now. Let's go.
Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll get this one to Patrick. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Let's go.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's football 101, isn't it? Tip your cap to the rookie. He knocked that one away, but he better not relax. They're going to test him all game long.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Get something together. Let's go, baby.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle and complete to Moore. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They get it to Moore on the jet sweep. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
$10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. Down to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try with McKinnon, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Patrick. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Throwing is Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Now Wilson. Finding Williams on the check down. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun, Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get in the open field with a full head of steam. It's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Mahomes now to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Mahomes' throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
That's complete to Tony.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Kendall Blanton.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Butker on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And coming out now, the Broncos.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 27. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people out of blitz.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Wilson will throw again. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. Down inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, 38 yards. And the Broncos have regained the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Judy.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then, you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and there's the stats.
Understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Mahomes now on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez Scantling.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again.
And pass complete to Moore. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Let's do your thing.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
Quickly to Kelsey.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Mahomes to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Sky Moore
from 6 yards away.
And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was Sky Moore capping things off with a touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Now Wilson on first down. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson.
Got his man, it's Dulcich. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
1 second, all that remains.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Denver. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game and down the stretch being able to be balanced.
And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by one score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator on the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense, and they were able to do it.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
From the 44, Wilson. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Well, no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so he's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And that's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Let's go, baby. It's one play at a time, baby. Let's go, man. Let's go do this thing. Let's go, man. Let's go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Wilson.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they couldn't get any right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Russell Wilson. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine, but going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point forthcoming. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson caught on the slant. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver when he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
They didn't need a big play there. They just needed a conversion, but I'm really downplaying it, aren't I? Getting a conversion, picking up a 1st down, not easy in any aspect. How about that one right there?
Yeah, with the dive, knew where the line to gain was, went soaring past it.
Yeah, that's doing it by any means necessary.
Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. So that one a disaster. Big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
And you went that far back, no bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what, I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the one.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Williams again. And Williams is in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Broncos have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Now the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Let's go! Let's go! I'm back for one, boys. All right, guys.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelce.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes.
That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Let's go. It's showtime, baby.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the Sticks roll.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Let's go, fellas.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. The incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Nifty move. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Hey, we know Pat Mahomes can run it. We saw it right there, but you get the sense when he takes off, every Chiefs fan is just saying, hey, be careful.
You get the sense, right, that everyone's holding their breath?
Yes.
And no one's exhaling until he gets up? Well, that makes perfect sense, but the reason that play works well for him when he decides to keep it and run, because of the respect for his arm. He throws it so well and so often that when he does make the decision to run, it's usually wide open.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw.
With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes to the right side, and he's got more complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on a touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Butker now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Wilson, option right, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
They've certainly hit the point of no return in this one, because that was absolutely the last time they could afford a sack. You got to sustain your blocks and keep your quarterback clean for as long as it takes in this situation. They failed up front this time to do so.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 7. Now a give. This is McKinnon. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's go. Let's go.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Mahomes now on first down. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And this one is no good. He missed it, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them. The busy night continues for Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
8 yards to go on second down. Now Wilson. And that's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They'll lead the 39 here for a first.
This is third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
They run. It's Williams. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run it again with Williams. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw again is Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. They still can't. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
A try here for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. KC's offense ready to take over. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Steps away. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Mahomes now to throw.
And that's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Handoff, it's McKinnon. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to break our 4th quarter tie.
Butker's kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
To throw is Wilson.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And got his man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's got Burton here. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
The Broncos in their hurry-up try to get to their positions and get set quickly. Here's Wilson.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Throwing now is Wilson. Steps away to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they looked like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
And now here comes Kansas City. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he's got room. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run once more with McKinnon. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's McKinnon on the draw. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Now Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Wilson to throw. And it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. back to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Point after here coming up. And that will make this a 4-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Javonte Williams who capped it all off with a touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
He's going to let it fly. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.